Hi everybody. Okay, the struggle is really, really real because I have been struggling around the house to find like a spot I can put up my phone and video myself, but it is hard. It is very hard. So anyway, here I am doing selfie view of this video, which is super awkward, but we're gonna go with it. I miss you all so much. I got the news today about the whole May 6th date, and that just hurts. Especially for my seniors, but the rest of you are just gonna have to take more art so I can see you more. But it is what it is. And we can either make it count or we can waste the time. So I thought that this was like it really pertained to our art theme now, and it totally changed our art theme. Like, it's still beyond the noise, but it means so much more. Before, it was kind of like you guys are distracted with, your lives and your social media and everything. You're doing all sorts of things all the time, and just there's so much noise. And now we kind of like have escaped the noise. So it's got this whole new meaning where we're like bored and lonely and by ourselves and quarantined, and now we're beyond the noise, but we're still like in the noise because there's all this fear around us about the coronavirus. And so like some of you feel like you're totally in the noise, some of you feel like you're totally out of the noise, but I guess what I think of is like what you're gonna do with this time. And are you going to waste it? Are you going to sleep all day? Are you going to just play video games and make TikTok videos and all the things? Or are you going to tell yourself that you're going to make something of it and you're going to devote time to reading the Bible, to doing devotionals, to like spending time with God? I know I struggle with that, where the last few days I've just been like trying to teach my kids, be their homeschool teacher, and I've kind of just been struggling and not being the best I can be, and I haven't spent time in the Bible, and I've just been kind of have this bad attitude about I want to go back to school and I want my kids to go back to school. So like you have to be intentional about it, and you have to like set time aside, even though you feel like there's so much time and you're so bored. Like you really have to be intentional with setting time aside to escape the noise or be with God and just find your peace there. So for some of you, it's changed your art idea for the art show, and I think that's super cool because I read some of your ideas and they've totally changed, and they're all about COVID-19 or coronavirus, whatever you want to call it. So that's cool. I think you're like making it mean something to you, and you want to do something good with this time. So I'm a little struggling with like your projects because I obviously want to help you, those of you who are doing grid drawings and you feel like you might struggle. Like, I don't want you to do something that you're going to struggle with. I want you to do something that you're going to enjoy. So if your ideas need to change, that's okay. I'm just going to be asking for little updates from you, like send me pictures, and I'll make it an assigned thing so I can see where you're at. And then I'll kind of figure out the due date from there, because I don't want to put a due date out and then it stresses you out. So I'm trying to kind of make art not something that's like gonna stress you out, but I also feel like you might be bored, and I want to give you some optional art things to do. So next week I'm gonna give you more options, and I'm gonna suggest writing in a sketchbook, whether that's just folded up paper or you brought your sketchbook home. And I also am available if you ever realize, oh, I need something from the art room, or I need a refill on, some of you took home oil paint. You can just let me know. I can meet you at Lincoln Christian, as long as they don't kick us out entirely. What else did I want to tell you? Beginning, I'll see you in our live, is it Thursday? I think it's Thursday today. So I'll see you in our live tomorrow, and we'll just talk about like questions. It won't be long. And my advanced art, I will see you in our live on Tuesday. And I wanted to tell you a quick story. And so at this point, if you are bored and you don't want to listen, that's fine. But so the last week that we were gonna have school and we ended up not having school because there was a possible case. So Sunday night, Addie came into our bedroom with a fever and also said her ankle super hurt bad. And so I just never really put the two together, but I just was like, oh, poor girl is sick. So then she had a terrible fever the next day and a terrible fever the next day. And then I realized, gosh, this is not getting better. So I wanted to take her to the doctor, but I thought it was silly because I thought, what if she gets, sicker from going to the doctor's office? So anyway, I took her in and they were like, oh, because I called them and once I mentioned her ankle, which I wasn't even going to mention, they were like, oh, we need to see you. So we went to the doctor and she got x-rays done and her blood drawn and they saw like something in her ankle and they were like, you need to get to Children's Hospital in Omaha right away. So it freaked me out and called my husband. We drove to Children's in Omaha. We spent 5 nights and 5 days in the hospital because they found an infection in her blood, a staph infection in her blood. So that was freaky. And they didn't know really where it came from. She had an MRI, but they're assuming the ankle because her ankle had pain. So anyways, she's still not walking on her ankle. It's been a long time, like over a week of her not walking. So I'm hoping that gets better for her. But anyway, my takeaway from all of that is I saw God at work through that whole time. I saw him like with this whole coronavirus thing, like Addie didn't have to miss school. I didn't have to miss work. Eva and Logan, my son and his wife, were supposed to be in Thailand and that got canceled. So they came back for state basketball. And then they were there to watch the kids. So if they weren't there, I don't know what I would have done with my other little kids. So they were home and their work got canceled and they could stay longer because we had to stay in the hospital longer. So like, it was just super cool to see how God worked through everything. And Hattie had to spend her birthday in the hospital. And so she had her party the day before she got sick. So at least she got a birthday party. Her second birthday party was in the hospital with her mom and dad. So that was just crazy. And so we're still dealing with that right now and her like healing her ankle. I hear my baby screaming at the door. So anyway, I think I said everything I wanted to say to you. I'll let you say hello to Elsie real quick and then I'm gonna go. Hello? Mommy's doing a video. What do you need? You say hi? You say cheese? Say bye-bye.
Bye.
Okay, I'll see you for our live and I miss you so much. Bye. Say bye.
Bye. Bye.